want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rekwakadash. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to you, Heavenly Father, Lord. Thanking you for another day, Father, Lord, that I can be able to speak to the house of Israel. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Lord, for all your blessings that you send my way. In Yahawashi's name I pray. Amen. All right. Working on another video here that I want to share with the house of Israel. This is parts of the series of dreams that I've been having from 2004 to 2022. All these dreams had appeared to me before I was ever in the truth. So now that, you know, I begin to understand what these dreams were through the men of the Lord. The Lord has blessed me to understand these dreams, because these dreams would appear to me and they never left me. They would always be on my mind, constantly on my mind. Never left. Other dreams would leave and fell off down through the years of my life, but these dreams have never left me, even right today. It continues to help me to meditate on the Most High daily, and Yahawashi. He showed me his son Yahawashi in these dreams, and I begin to be awakened in these last days, and now I am sharing them with the house of Israel. I am not a Israelite man that is on the street corners putting in work, and you know, that's their field of work that they're doing for the Lord. He has blessed me in another way. You know, I'm not built up and haven't been blessed in that form to be out, you know, feeding the sheep in that manner. I pray that the Most High would bless me one day to be able to speak and lead as these men of the Lord are doing. I love these men. These are my brothers, and I love them. I've learned about them just being awakened, and I love all my people, you know, the Israelites people. And I thank you, Heavenly Father, Lord, for blessing me to have received this awakening. But at this point in time in my life, He has not blessed me to have that gift to be out and to teach. You know, I'm praying daily that He'll, you know, bless me in that, you know, in that way. But right now, He has blessed me in a way to be able to speak of these dreams and visions. And that is the purpose of these videos that I'm, you know, introducing to the house of Israel, of a different gift that He's given me to, you know, to share with you. You know, hopefully you guys can pray for me and include me in your prayers to ask the Most High to bless me to be a teacher one day. But at this point in time, this is my job that He's giving me right now. So I have so many dreams that, you know, that I can share with you. This is a dream that I've become to have through the Most High, is showing me of Yahawashi. Like I said, I've seen Him physically, of the spirit of Yahawashi. I've seen Him in dreams of Yahawashi. And in the dreams, they always had this sort of off-white color of His spirit Himself. But now, the Most High has shown me Yahawashi in color. This is my dream. So, I'm dreaming. I'm in a dream. Vividly colored, beautiful dream that I'm having. You know, I don't know where I'm at, but I'm actually seeing the universe. It's the background is the universe that I'm seeing. And I begin to see small ships of UFOs. I'm seeing UFOs in the sky. And so as I'm seeing this, I'm saying, wow, I'm seeing UFOs in the sky. The universe, I'm seeing the whole universe at midnight. And so all of a sudden, a huge giant, a giant ship appears slowly moving above these other ships. And as I'm seeing these ships, I don't see them anymore. I only see this huge, giant black ship lit up. Huge lights, square lights, huge, tall lights. That's okay. When this ship appears, I'm seeing the front of this ship, and then as it comes in the view, I'm seeing this big, huge father ship's what it is, and I can't see the top, I can't see the bottom, I can't see the back. I'm waiting as the ship continues to slowly move so I can see the full ship. I never get to see it. I seen the front of it, and I'm only just seeing the part of this ship, but not seeing the complete ship, because how huge and large this huge black ship is in front of me. And then all of a sudden, a man appears out of nowhere. The ship disappears, and this man is right here now. And it's this, and as I'm seeing this man appear, this is a giant of a man that I'm seeing. It was a ship there all of a sudden, and all of a sudden now it's a man. And this man began to walk. As this man is walking, he has his head turned. His head is turned completely, looking at me with a fierce, a fierce frown on his face. As he's walking, and his face is turned this way, looking at me. And I'm looking at this man. This is a huge black melon. I've never seen a melanated man this black. I don't have any way to really say it. This is how black this man is. I've never seen a man he has large eyes, and he has the features of a black man. Men that I know of in the world. This is the features of his look. And the body that he has, muscular arms. Like you would see the average bodybuilder in the world that you see competing in shows and stuff like that. This is how this man's arms is muscular built. But I'm finna tell you something that's different. This man was not, I don't know how to say it, he didn't appear to be one of the men that's of these worlds. Because as this man is walking, I can see now that this man had your waistline. How your waistline is shaped like that. Someone is not overweight, someone is trim and fit. This man's waistline was like this, and all of a sudden it comes up into a V. A V is not the word. His shoulders was this wide on this man. Wide shoulders. This is a giant tall of a man that I'm looking at. And as I'm looking at him from the top down, calves on this man. This is a giant of a man. And I said, I've seen bodybuilders in the world, but this man, he's got calves on him. Monstrous type calves. So calves, and his arms, muscular built, just muscular. And then I'm looking at the apparel he's wearing. He is not wearing a white robe. What I'm actually seeing is a man that has a old, ancient time, like you would see in these movies and different things, of how these guys would go out and fight. The skirt-looking thing that they would wear to their knees, it's all over this brown. What he's wearing, and this in the vest that stops at the arms right there, it's all brown. And this man, this is the parallel. I'm watching everything. I'm looking him up and down, watching what I'm, trying to take notes of what I'm seeing in my mind of this appearance of this man. And this is what I'm seeing. He doesn't have a white robe on. He has a gear on as if like you're going to war or something. So as this man is walking, and I'm watching this gear he got on, and I'm looking at the huge, giant calves he got on him, and the muscular arms and the wide shoulder he's got, I'm saying to myself, this is not a man of this world. I've never seen a man built like that. And the appearance of his face was that someone of just a black person, the average black person you see on the streets. And the hair, his hair it wasn't no long hair. It was just a hair. It wasn't no round afro, none of that. It was just how blacks wear their hair. That's all I can describe it. This is the dream I'm having. I'm not a Bible scholar. Hadn't been in the Bible, studying the Bibles before 2020. Now studies the Bible, and I'm into this truth. But this dream was before 2020. This is actually what I'm seeing. And after I had the dream, I just coined it as the rest of the dreams that I've been having. So as this man is walking, and remember I was telling you he was looking sideways the whole time at me. He's watching me. I'm watching him. He's walking, looking sideways, frown over his face, giant of a man. I'm looking at this huge man with these giant calves on him, muscular body on him, wide shoulder. And as he's walking, I'm saying, I've never seen a man in my life like this. As black as this man is, dark as he is. And if you would see some of the, I would say entertainers in the business, you see some real dark-skinned black men on television or something, and they got big eyes. This is the kind of appearance in his face that I'm seeing. Huge eyes. And so, as I'm walking, as he's walking, all of a sudden, I'm fascinated looking at this man. I've never seen a man this black. And all of a sudden, as he's walking, and frown looking at me, all of a sudden he raises his hands up. And as this man raises his hands up, all of a sudden, I begin to see those old wagon, ancient chariots that's in them old films and stuff like that, and war films. He's riding a chariot. He's standing on a chariot now. He's no longer walking. Now he has his arms out, and he's on a chariot. I'm witnessing this man on a chariot now. And the reins, as I'm looking at the reins, now it's a pure white horse that is slowly galloping. He's still looking at me this whole same time. Fierce frown on his face. And this is a giant of a man that's standing on the back of this old ancient chariot with the wheels. And it's rolling with this horse. He's being pulled by this pure white horse. He's muscular. The horse is just as muscular. I said, wow, this horse must be on steroids the way it's muscular the way it is. And the gracefulness as it's galloping across the sky. And this white horse, and this man frowning, just looking at me with a fierce frown on his face. Tall of a melanated black man in a brown vested type uniform, skirts with the pleats on the side, all the way to his knees. I'm seeing these giant calves. I ain't never seen a man like this ever in life. Wide shoulders and all. And as he's looking at me, he's looking at that with that frown on his face. I don't understand why he's frowning, because all mothers' dreams, these same individuals got that same frown on their faces. Same frown. And as he's doing this, he's looking at me, and all of a sudden he takes his eyes off of me and looks forward and holds his head up high, his chin up high. And as I'm standing here witnessing this, I'm saying, this man looks like a king the way he's holding his head up high as a king, and he takes his eyes off of me, looking forward. I say, this must be some type of king or something. In my mind, as I'm in this dream, thinking this, because of the frown, the look that he's giving me, now he's looking forward with his head held up high, and he snaps the reins. As he snaps the reins, and he's looking forward, slowly in my vision, as I'm looking at this carriage, this white horse gracefully going across the midnight sky, this universe that's in the background. He's riding it. He's riding his chariot, right? And his wheels moving in motion. The beautiful, colorful sight that I'm seeing of this man, melanated black man, in a uniform, a brown uniform. And he's on the back of a chariot with a pure white horse. And when he snapped his reins, slowly, as this man is moving like this, I begin to see black, circular UFOs on his side. I said, wait a minute. Now I'm seeing UFOs. On this side, this horse is moving this way. Here's one side of the UFOs, and here's the other side of him are also UFOs. Small circular UFOs lit up. Black. They're black UFOs. And they spinning this. They're moving forward with him on each side. He's looking at me now as these UFOs appear on each side of him. First he was looking forward after he snapped the reins of this horse that's carrying him. And then these ships come on both sides of him, spinning slowly in a straight line. Straight lines. And these ships on each side of him are moving just like that slowly as the horse gallops across the sky. I'm saying, but watch that. I said, man, I'm amazed at what I'm seeing right now. And as these ships move in slowly, circling, I can see them circling, spinning in a way, and rows and rows and rows and rows, like a square. And it'd be long this way. That's how these ships were on each side of this man. Lit up, black ships. in the universe as he's traveling, riding the sky on this horse. Looks at me with a fierce frown. He's looking at me frowning, and I'm saying, I'm amazed at watching these ships spinning on rows and rows of these ships in like a square. They was all in a square. And that one square would pass, it'd be a little space, another square would approach right behind one another. Perfectly straight lines of these ships, black ships, as this man is riding across the sky on this white horse. Huge giant of a black man. I'm blown away to what I'm seeing. As I'm seeing these ships spinning, and I'm saying to myself, this is like an army of ships that's riding on each side of this man on this horse. This is what I'm seeing. An army of these ships. Rows and rows of them, and the space would stop, and here'd be another square of rows and rows of these ships on each side of this man. And as he's frownful looking at me, I begin to be pulled toward this man. This is what's happening in my dream, Israel. I got to give it to you. As I'm watching this view of this beautiful view of this man and horses and these UFO ships on each side of him, rows and rows and rows, perfectly squared up rows, straight, perfect lines, I begin to be fly towards this man. It's in this ship. I begin to be pulled to him. That's what I'm believing. But that was then. Right now, in this truth, I know this was my spirit. The Lord he was pulling my spirit to him. And so, as I'm moving slowly close to this giant of a man on this ship, now all of a sudden, I can't see anything but just the face of this man. Everything is left. The view of what I'm watching is left. I'm being pulled slowly closer to this face of this man, and a frightening frown. As I get closer, I'm realizing this is a frightening frown this man has on his face. Frightening frown. You've seen black folks when they frown and they have a kind of a frown that kind of goes to one. I'm getting closer to the face of this man. This is what it's looking like almost. Frightening frown. And as I get closer to this man, his right eye enlarges. I'm looking at the right eye of this man. I'm looking at the full face of this man, this frightening face. But his right eye is where I'm being drawn to, the right eye of this man. And at this particular time, me watching the frown on this face of this man, I can't see the UFOs. I can't see the chariots, the horses, or the chariot at the end of that he was riding, that he was standing on. I can't see them but just the face. And the closer I become closer to this face of this man, in the background of this universe that I'm watching, man, my heart pumped out so fast with fear. I don't understand why I got so, I was feared up the closer I got to him. And as I became closer to him, his right eye, I was so scared to death, man, I wakes up. Never in my life been really that much fear had hit me like that. I wakes up out of sleep in my bed, shaking, man, just scared just of the face of this man that I seen was being drawn to this melanated black man. And I was shaking when I woke up, realizing that I was in a dream that was so real like that. Seeing these UFOs, seeing all that, that was actually the dream of yahawashi in this army that he's coming back with. Them wasn't UFOs, them was the heavenly angels that he showed me right there. Just heavenly angels of himself coming back. He was not in a white robe. I know a lot of Israelites is going to be against this, but that's all right. This is the dream that the Most High had given me. That was his army that he was coming back with. All those UFOs side by side with him. An army of those, thousands and thousands of these UFOs on each side of him. And as I became closer to the frown that he had, now that I look back at all of these frowns of these different spirits that I was seeing of him, of yahawashi, he's angry at the world. He's angry at a certain nation of people that's ruling this world, I believe. And he's coming back for revenge. And that was the end of my dream. So, Israel, that's the dream I had of yahawashi in color. It's a beautiful dream that I look back now. At the time when I had it, I never understood that dream. None of the dreams I really understood until I started studying the Word of the scriptures with the men of the Lord, studying them off and on my own, and to read the biblical scriptures to prove myself, along with studying with the men. Some classes I study with them, and just some videos. I try to match it all up together, and all my dreams, they all gel together with the dreams I've had, and it's just lifted my spirit up to where I'm much stronger now, spiritually. And I'm in this truth, and I keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of my ability. And that's one of my dreams I had to give to you. I've had many dreams, more that I want to share with you. That dream right there, that was one of the last dreams of close to the year of 2020. I kind of zoomed up to give you that video because I wanted to share that with you. But it's many dreams that I had before that video there. But I'm going to kind of mix it all in because I'm new to this this truth. And I'm new to trying to get myself acquainted with the men of the Lord. I hope that some of the men of the Lord will see these videos and, help me and come to me. And I want to gather myself with the men of the Lord. I'm like I said, a hidden Israelite that really nobody knows. Now, I want to put this in here, but I'm not trying to down any camp that's out there. I first came in this truth. It was in 2020. First 6 weeks in this truth, I began to learn that it was different camps. And I said, man, this is a lot of camps. I want to join one of those camps. I want to be one of those soldiers. So I said in my mind that I'm going to join a camp. I got to. Lord is leading my spirit in this direction. I wasn't really in the truth, really fully committed, but my spirit was being drawn by the Most High. I wanted to join one of these camps. So I searched out the best looking camp that I could find. I seen the blue and gold. I'm not down in this camp, but that was the first 6 weeks of me learning of anything about the Israelites and saw all these camps. I wanted to join that camp. So I got information over the internet on how to find out somebody that's in my town. There was a camp in my town. They directed me with a number to this guy. And what happened was he welcomed me to come study with him at their study hall, or whatnot. I came there, and I studied on 3 different occasions. And that was that. And then actually I was still studying online. I love these guys. They welcomed me with open arms. Actually, it was on the 4th time I was with them. Now they had some type of feast, High Holy Day feast. I never knew about the High Holy Days, but I went there one day, had a good time, enjoyed myself feasting and studying the Word and all of that. I love these guys. I love every camp that's out there. I love all these men of the Lord. I'm on the same page with them. Some of them a little different, and some of they breakdowns, but I love all these guys. These are all my brothers, even the blue and gold. They're my brothers. I love them. Not putting anything out there against them at all. But I'm just stating that when I first came to this truth, this is how I came to this truth. So, long story short, I know this video is getting long now. Let me cut it short. I studied with these guys for 3 occasions. I happened to see a video that was online, and it spoke about the leader of the camp. He had a video out, and it went against what my beliefs are. It was something about that this camp believes in. I'm not gonna say a whole lot of stuff about it, but it had something to do with the jab and different things like that, and something in your hand. And I wanted no parts of that. I never believed in it before I even came into this truth. And I said to myself, if that's what they agreeing on, I know I won't fit in. So I never returned back to study anymore after seeing that particular video, old video of them or something. Anyway, I studied online. I just happened to see it. And I said, wait a minute, this is what they believe in? I don't believe in it. I won't. I just can't go back. So I never went back. A year and a half later, after I'm, then committed myself and really into this truth deep all the way now, I remember I went to that one camp, and studied with them a few times. They were some great guys. I loved them guys. But I wasn't on board with, some of their, beliefs about that part what I just spoke about. So I seen these guys just around the way out on the street corner. I said, man, let me go talk to these brothers. I want to share my dreams with them, because when I first came in met these men on, in this truth, I didn't think any of my dreams was a part of this. So I never shared it with any of the Israelites, even when I was studying with them in the first 6 weeks. I never thought my dreams would be connected to it. So anyway, I seen these guys on the street corner. I goes to them. I was happy to see these brothers I hadn't seen in a year and a half, and I love these guys. I just wasn't on board about something. So I said, well, I don't have fringes, and I know I need to get me some fringes. Let me go speak to these guys. Maybe they can direct my steps and find me some fringes. I don't really have a computer, so I just didn't, I know that's a poor excuse. I'm not really using it as a favor, as an excuse. But I went to these guys. The speaker was speaking and stuff like that, and I didn't want to be on the camera. I was still a little camera shy. And I stepped back and I said, hey man, I really don't want to be on camera. I just want to hear I want to hear this truth. And I used to study with you guys. He said, well, no, you never studied with us. I said, well, no, I'm not really saying that I joined you guys' camp. I said, I studied with you on a few occasions. He said, one time? I said, no, it was 3 times. He said, okay. I said, man, I have some dreams that I've learned of that is in the Bible, man. I want to tell you about these dreams. So he was speaking at the time, and I didn't want to just disrespect him like that. And he said, well, let me listen to him. So I was sharing with him, and he listened to a little bit, but he said, no, he cut it off. He said, man, I tell you what, let me listen to him after camp. So I said, okay. So I waited for the camp was over. He had a few words to ask me, but I said, man, I'm on the same page with you guys. So the camp was about over with anyway. So as we walking, I wanted to holler at some of the old soldiers I remember back in the day, and he come talk with me. So I walks up front and talk with him, and I shares the dreams with him. I couldn't finish the first one, so I started on a new one. Started sharing this dream with this man, and all of a sudden, he said, I've heard your dreams. As we walking, I didn't even get to finish the first one or the second one. I've heard your dreams. I said, brother, I hadn't finished yet. Man, you have a vivid imagination, brother. You have a vivid imagination. It's nice seeing you again. And man, don't you know that kind of broke my spirit? Because I know in my spirit these dreams ain't nothing made up. These are vivid, colorful dreams of a gift that the Most High has given me. I couldn't sit there and argue with this man. I was just kind of broken because I stayed with these guys. I couldn't even, he said, well, we getting ready to leave. I said, okay, I want to kind of hang around with them and just for old time's sake and speak with these guys and fellowship with them a little bit. After he kept saying, well, we getting ready to leave. I said, okay, brother, I'm gone. Throws my hands up and I get in my car and I leave. And as I'm passing by them guys still standing there talking. I said, man, he must didn't want me around. He didn't believe in what I was trying to share my dream with him, none of that. But anyway, I put that out there. I'm not down in this camp. I love that camp. These are the men of the Lord. They doing their work. So who am I to try to speak ill of anyone? I'm not really speaking ill of them. I'm just kind of stating how I started out in this truth. That was the one camp that I wanted to join, but I never did, and I haven't really joined any camp. So I hope this doesn't really bother me. These videos I'm putting out there, I'm not down in any camp. I love all these camps. I love every last one of them. They're all the men of the Lord, and this is my dream that I'm just sharing with the world of the Israelites that are waking up. I love your family, and I thank you. Till the next time.